Welcome to day 23, I think, of praying the Psalms. The psalm we're reading today is Psalm 7, so we'll read it together now. Lord my God, I take refuge in you. Save and deliver me from all who pursue me. Or they will tear me apart like a lion and rip me to pieces with no one to rescue me. Lord my God, if I have done this and there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid my ally with evil, or without cause have robbed my foe, then let my enemy pursue and overtake me. Let him trample my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, Lord, in your anger. Rise up against the rage of my enemies. Awake, my God, decree justice. Let the assembled peoples gather round you, while you sit enthroned over them on high. Let the Lord judge the peoples. Vindicate me, Lord, according to my righteousness, according to my integrity, O Most High. Bring to an end the violence of the wicked, and make the righteous secure. You, the righteous God, who probes minds and hearts. My shield is God Most High, who saves the upright in heart. God is a righteous judge, who displays his wrath every day. If he does not relent, he will sharpen his sword, he will bend and string his bow. He has prepared his deadly weapons. He makes ready his flaming arrows. Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. Whoever digs a hole and scoops it out falls into the pit they have made. The trouble they cause recoils on them. Their violence comes down on their own heads. I will give thanks to the Lord because of his righteousness. I will sing the praises of the name of the Lord Most High. So the psalmist, possibly David, is appealing to God as judge. Things are really not going well for him. He's being pursued by enemies that want to tear him apart, literally. He's in a dire situation. And whilst the psalmist is living in a world that in many ways is very, very different to our own, we can probably still relate to that feeling of being unjustly treated and the feeling of powerlessness that can go along with that. There are two prayers that I want to pray from this psalm. Firstly, the psalmist describes God as his refuge, his place of safety. When the Israelites went into the promised land, they were told to designate some cities as cities of refuge, and these cities were places that people could run to if they accidentally killed someone. And when they were there, they would be safe from anyone that might be seeking revenge. When the psalmist is in trouble, he runs to God, his refuge. So my first prayer is that I will know God as my place of safety, my refuge, and that I will learn to continually abide in him. Secondly, the psalmist appeals to God as a righteous judge. And we can get a bit nervous about passages which speak of the wrath of God and of God's judgment. But in the context here is of the saving power of God's just judgment. The power of a just and good God acting without bias to save the innocent and to stop wickedness. For David, God's judgment is to be welcomed and invited. And so my second prayer is to pray for the breaking in of God's kingdom, the kingdom of God, God's kingdom of justice, of joy and of peace. And that wherever there are hard hearts, and I include my own in that they will be transformed by the love and the righteousness of God. So that's just two of my thoughts from this psalm. It's a very meaty psalm, so it might be that there's thoughts that you have from it if you want to go away and read it and see what it is that you feel God is speaking to you about and what you want to pray from it. But thanks for joining me this morning and for listening. And I'm going to say goodbye now. So God bless you all and your continued journey of praying the Psalms. Thank you.